Hi everybody, my name is Diego Melo at StratiVentures. I'm the owner of a very unique company that helps investors on the implementation level of meeting their goals. Our company was built with a foundation to make sure that every single one of our investors has all the tools to help them succeed in this business. Today we're going to be talking about something very special. It's the relationship between the investor and the wholesaler. A lot of people in this industry nowadays say that the wholesaling component of this business has gone in the other direction. What I really like to tell people is that it all depends on what kind of quality of people you're working with, and most of all the quality of the information that you're getting. So we have to put ourselves in the shoes of the new investor. The new investor is somebody that predominantly comes from not having past real estate experience. And then also you have new wholesalers. And a lot of times with real estate education companies, the first thing they teach you is wholesaling. So there's a lot of information that needs to be checked out, a lot of relationships that need to be built. And most of all is, will a new investor and a new wholesaler be able to work together to get to a common goal? So what I'd like to first talk about is the quality of the wholesaler. A quality wholesaler is somebody that takes initiative in making sure that their business is a quality business. A lot of times wholesalers present opportunities to us that you can tell that they have not been able to go to the property, do verifications or validations of the information that they're providing, which at the beginning of this relationship means that the data is incorrect. Unfortunately, the losing party there is the seller. The majority of the wholesalers that get purchased incorrectly by wholesalers that are not putting 100% of the validated data in the hands of the seller to get a good quality offer to them, eventually don't get to sell that property. They have to either extend the contracts, they have to either put it up on the market where another wholesaler takes an opportunity to try to sell it, but at the end of the day, it does not become a win-win opportunity for everybody. And that's the goal in real estate. It has to be a win-win, because without a purchase, we can't effectively put all the other trades or everybody else to work and everybody makes a profit. When a new wholesaler engages with an investor, that investor also may be a seasoned investor. So a lot of the investors that come out of the StratiVentures member base here all have a vetting process. We have validations for our contractors. We have validations from our realtors. So any investor of ours will have their comps validated by a professional and repairs validated by a professional. It's very important that our wholesalers know that, because at the end of the day, we are going to be responding with a fair offer, but not just because we want to throw a low offer. It's we actually have validated data which justifies our offer. I know we're not going to be able to buy every single bit of property, but I really do think that if we build a better relationships with our wholesalers, that wholesaler is going to have a book of business that they can, sell their properties to. Comparables. We use the multiple listing service. We have in-house realtors. Some of our investors have brought their key wholesalers in for trainings. Why? Because we want the wholesaler to know what our actual investors work with. They're both speaking the same language. The same thing goes with repairs. The amount of wholesale deals that we look at and the amount of wholesale deals that we don't look at are all basically filtered by, do you have repairs and do you have valid numbers? We've talked to wholesalers and we ask them, where did you get the repair budget? They tell us, well, we use a number, a square foot price per square foot, and that's what we gauge the information on. Okay, that's understandable. But if you already have a seller that's in front of you, and you have the right tools, which are estimates and repair budgets that you can get from credible contractors, it's actually better for you to state a case of why that property needs these repairs to the seller, so the seller knows 100% that they're informed, which now makes you a better applicant or a better person to make a better offer. Once our SVI members take a look at that repair budget and we see that it was validated through a contractor, we fully understand that we don't know what the contractor does, so we're going to trust in our network contractors to make sure that that's a good repair estimate. Now, when we get wholesalers also that tell us this, here's our after repaired value, here is what we want, and you do your own due diligence when it comes to repairs, we're always asking, how did you come up with a fair offer to that seller? It all works in a formula. If you don't have valid repairs, then a lot of times you're not going to be buying these properties correctly, which means you're more than likely going to have to go back, tell the seller that you need to drop the price, or worse, it falls into the hands of an inexperienced investor that at the end of the day, they're the ones left with the bag knowing that the repair budgets did not come out accordingly. The property wasn't able to be sold up to what was initially thought of, but they bought the property wrong. And that's where the big issue happens. When they buy the property incorrectly, that means this deal from the beginning started on a bad note. So what I really would like to focus and emphasize is make sure that investors and wholesalers both speak the same language. Get to know each other. Ask questions of ethical practice. Do you like the same sports teams? Get to know each other on a business level, personal level, build rapport, because at the end of the day, that's going to help you reach your common goal, which is to get that property purchased correctly and sold correctly. That's a little bit of information that I want to give you guys. It's feedback that I get from a lot of our SVI members, because at the end of the day, we want to make this a win-win situation for both parties. I hope this information was good. Please make sure to click on the bell so you can subscribe to us. We're going to be doing this every week. And also there's a QR code that you can scan to get informed of all the events StratiVentures is doing. But most of all, follow us because we hope to help everybody that we can. Thanks.